Okay, that's kinda messed up. 312 million HP, if I'm doing the math right, is the HP for Tier 5 Lich for this event. By far the highest HP official boss we've had, and that is why they've given us every Paragon possible, as well as a boatload of starting cash. Boatload is an understatement because that is also by far the most amount of starting cash they've ever given. And in terms of the rank mode for this week, they want us to speedrun Elite. Surprisingly, you can still take down all 5 tiers in as fast as under 7 minutes. We'll see what score I can get, but just to let you know, it's gonna take a while. On the bright side, with so much starting cash, we should be able to make the first several tiers pretty easy, because scaling the HP amount to the tier it normally would be, we already have a lot more money in this version. With proper farming, I'm pretty sure this 30k can get you pretty close to 1 million by tier 1. We'll see how close I can get there, although I am going to stifle my farming just a teeny tiny bit, just for insurance reasons, basically. So normally for a head start, you even want to sell Geraldo, so you can use the 500 for more farms faster, but given where we already got a BRF round 1, I'm gonna stick to my gut and say keeping Geraldo is better, so that we can keep the levels he gains from him, as well as not worrying about a penalty, aka taking too long to beat around, because we have Geraldo as defense. Usually I skip the first part, but not this time. The acceleration is gonna go so hard that it's important to show you, otherwise we miss everything. So because of the BRF start, it's more efficient to go for an overclock alongside it. So I'll sell this marketplace whenever we're at 9.5k to be able to rush that OC. I'm actually a little bit greedy. I think I can sell everything off. Yes, something like that, and then we'll go for our next BRF right now. I think I did the efficiency numbers, and because it's only red balloons coming in, usually Monkeyopolis is one of the most efficient upgrades. However, not this case if you're not really making the extra income with Monkey Town. So that's why I skipped it. IMF loan is actually probably better than BRF, but who wants to do that this early on? You know what I mean? I also just realized I said that while doing arguably an even more annoying strategy, aka overclocking every BRF. I used to complain about that all the time, and I still do today, but honestly, I've kind of gotten the hang of it. Once you have a pattern of how to overclock, trying to juggle 20 overclocks on 20 farms is not as pain-inducing as before. I'll say that much. Anyway, 2 overclock BRFs is what I'll do, and then we'll start building into Central Market now, or Banana Central, by building 4 Central Markets. You might recognize this build order. This is basically what we normally have on like round 45, essentially. And this, ladies and gents, looks to be around 27 Banana Central. I'm just gonna sell early for it. Upgrade this one, sell this one, get back and overclock for the other BRF. And again, if this keeps holding by round 40, we will have basically a round 70 farming setup. 10k is like almost nothing at this point, but I'll just sell the NFT anyway. But this is kind of crazy. I feel like I'm making too much money too quickly. Okay, I don't quite have $1 million to work with, but it should be more than enough to get what I need. Out of curiosity, I'm not going to sell all of this, of course, but if I did hypothetically sell everything, I would have about 600k or so I could honestly see some better farmer getting $1 million. First point of business, Sun Temple. $50,000 of support so that every tower in range gets +2 damage, 20% discount, and a whole wad of other stats. I want to give it even more range than this, so I'll go ahead and charge a Deadeye in exchange or in prep for next round. I don't need to get everything up this round, really just the ability-based stuff, so Blue Storm. And here's probably as close as an in-skill as you can get for tier 1. Moab Shredder Spikes. 032, you want to spam them. Because they're not an ability, I technically don't have to get them up now, but I do have spare cash, so might as well just get a few. The reason why I don't think Spike Storm is worth it is, even if I cool it off, is that only like 10% of the spikes will land where Lich is. So it's far more cost efficient to just do 032 now. I think I still will buy just 1 or 2. In case it doesn't in-skill one section of Lich, then I could, you know, use it as an emergency backup plan. But this is great. With the accelerated farming, we can keep so many of these BRFs here. So unlike normal time bossing, we don't have to completely kill our setup every single time a tier hits, because we already have so much money to start. So we'll go ahead and use Deadeye now, and you see, with that extra range that it's given on the temple, I can fit so many bad boy spikes up here. By the way, yes, I do plan to buy one carpet spike. This seems good to me, about 20 032s or so, still keeping 5 farms on hand. Pretty sure I'll take this, so here we go, for probably the most exciting tier 1 we have seen yet. Spawn in carpet spikes, Blue Storm, and take a look. Say goodbye to Skull 1 there. Skull 2? Oh, crap, I messed up. That was an instance, and that's an issue. Seems like I actually did need Spike Storm, eh? Oh, yeah. Either that or actually a lot more 032s. Because you see, just them alone was almost enough to get to, like, each 1/8 of the skull, but no cigar. I think I just gotta stop being greedy and just sell off the right side BRFs, as much as that sucks. Spikes are technically the fastest, but I guess I don't have to go for 100% spikes. I can still do stuff like sustained DPS like Tax Zone or Sun Avatar. Just because we're not insta-killing the boss anyway, so that should help, along with, I just got more Spike Storms. And like a good boy, I sold everything, except I am greedy and I want to keep this, okay? Please let this just insta-kill everything. Carpet Spikes now. Blue Storm. One thing I gotta remember to do is to use Deadeye constantly on this guy. I don't want to make it lose range. Reason being, oh god, that wasn't very fast. As you see, if it's not going straight to the skull instantly, then there's room for improvement, but I think it's good enough that I'll take it. There we go. Keep on deadeyeing. 2 Spike Storms every time a new skull spawns in. What healed? I genuinely don't know. Cleansing Foam? That's too far away, though. Strange. That was too slow. Not good. Oh, it's not perfect, which sucks. That's gonna be a 55.7, though. Okay, I think we have way too many tiers left to be worrying about shaving 5 seconds off our score, so I'll take it. As much as it sucks to not be perfect, because we still have 80 rounds of hardcore farming and DPS that we gotta do. First off, selling all of our offense, we still have 300k left over. I think no hesi. Let's just Ultra Boost the Banana Central. Because of the temple placement, I have to kind of separate the new BRFs from the other one, but that's okay. Let's save the setup. Use this boost so that I can buy some BRFs mid-round over here. I also just realized my mistake from tier 1, so the reason it healed was because I was using the Deadeye buff on the temple. That was what Lich was sapping away, so that probably cost me a couple seconds there, but I got greedy with my temple spot because I wanted just to keep it the entire time. Even though that temple spot needed a lot of extra range, whoopsie daisies. In my defense, Desperado was added late, well after Lich, so I never considered, like, that buff being able to be sapped away. Anyway, I also almost forgot the 20 flavor traits plus central markets. And also, Big Monkeyopolis. 13 farms over here, probably could be bigger, but whatever. I hear that all the time, but I guess in this case, you can make it bigger. All of this is also going to be really annoying later when I eventually have to buy a true Sun God. I'm going to have to get rid of so many farms here. And with that, we have practically maxed out our farming on round 51 out of 120. Come to think of it, this boss is kind of like a 6-tier boss. Basically, treat tiers 1 to 5 in this boss as like tier 2 to 6, and the money to boot with it. A little bit over $200,000 per round now, by the way. Not bad if I had to say so myself. Throw in some extra druids too wherever there's space, and yep, we're fully done here. I'm gonna buy level 11 Travolta here just so I can refresh all of those druid abilities and sync them together. Tier 2 on, it's crucial we go for the Ice Paragon, because what the Ice Paragon brings to the table is the ability to skip a skull, which means during a Lich, there is an extra 6 seconds you can save because of the invulnerability phase, as you saw in Tier 1, so that's definitely worth the 300k. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time, though, and go for multiple Paragons this tier. I think this tier, I just want to build my VTSG now, plus buffs. Literally, last boss event, I spent way too much money on Paragons instead of cost-efficient stuff, which ended up hurting me for the later tiers, so raw DPS plus VTSG should be slightly slower tier 2, but we'll make up for it by keeping a lot later. Now, even this VTSG spot with extra range might not be enough to fully cover the left side. In that case, oh god, lag. In that case, it is what it is. Perfect, we did it right. You have a village buff, but yeah, that's still missing a good amount. We can bank on it maybe being further away than this temple, and so Lich doesn't take the buff away, or alternatively, let me just buy level 14 on Jawala manually. Give a camo pot, and that's a lot better. Also, how do I keep forgetting that for tier 1, I should have also added a Lord of the Abyss, or at least an Abyssal Warrior for 20% more spike damage. That would have absolutely made a big difference. I mean, better late than never to remember it, but damn. It's definitely far too late to go back now. I'm also blocking every spot possible to the right of the VTSG, so that it spawns its mini sun avatars to the left so it can reach Lich. This'll do for now. If I do need more spike storm abilities, I can just manually buy level 20 Geraldo to get 2 of them up, so no worries if the 15 here can't do it. And looks like mini sun avatars are spawning in the absolute wrong spot. God damn it. That's not gonna be enough to reach Lich to start, but you know what? Let's just roll the die. The whole run's gonna take like 12 hours if I keep playing at this pace, so I'm gonna start picking it up now. I gotta sell these also, just so that the start of round boost doesn't get sucked away. Let's go, and let's hope this is fast enough. Come on, come on, come on. 10 spike streams to start. First goal. Ooh. I told you guys. This wouldn't be instant, okay? I warned you in advance. Although this is a little bit worse than even I expected. So I gotta get level 20. Use 7 spike streams now. I'm not sure when I want to go for my rejuve. Probably now, yeah. Let's also time the what do you call it? The ice ability. I want to try to skip this next call. If I did it right. Nope. Oh no, perfect. Okay. See that? That's gonna save a big amount of time. I'm also aware that if you get a homeland defense, you can like breach the hang on, let me find it. Here. Even though Lich heals it, you can manipulate your way around it. Hear me out. Not perfect, but as I said, I think I'll take it. This should be faster than tier 1 for sure, yeah? Yeah, okay. So you can dodge the healing if you use Homeland at the right time. Lich heals in like 12-second intervals, so as long as you skip the 12-second, which the last skull is likely to because it isn't live for 12 seconds, then you should be able to get to 0 before healing. Come on. Oh, I'm such a how did I know I was gonna mess that up? I just knew it. Should've known better, man. Should've known better. On the bright side, I think it loses at most 1 second. It's not much at all. All spike streams now. I think Dead High has been kept, so we're good. We're good. Come on. Come on, there we go. 140, what is it gonna be? 147, okay. I think tier 1 took 55. Yeah, so this was 53. Now to sell off a couple things. Ideally, I kind of want to keep some of the spike factories here because they have a lot of pops combined that can help towards a bigger spike paragon. This one was also not upgraded for minus 50k damage over there. Same applies for not selling tax because tac paragon, but tac paragon isn't that important, so I'll just keep tax and sell everything else. And we're back to a full setup. Unfortunately, I did the math and I can't quite get a degree 81 spike. I don't have enough farms popped or enough paragon totems, but I can at least get, I think, 71. Once again, what makes Spike Paragon different from other Paragons is that degrees ending in 1 or better, because that's when you get a Pierce bonus, and Spike is the only Paragon right now where Pierce is also equal to extra single target damage. I can also not keep understating how important the Druid farms are. If not for this, I wouldn't be making close to what seems like $300,000 per round right now. Look at this, 41. I repeat, 41 Druid farms can fit. Probably have too big of a ratio of BRFs, not gonna lie. Anyway, round 6-7 actually only gave us like 270k, but we're close. This round right here, Officer, we've got 13 Paragon Totems, and I believe if I sacrifice about, let's say 1.914 million, draining almost all of our cash. Okay, I did the math wrong, and still not 71. Without that Paragon Helper mod, yeah, we just kind of have to trial and error every single time. How about now? 1.92? There we go. Now, the coast is not clear. I want to use all of my Paragon Totems next for, like, the good Paragon. So, that means if I need to get any other Paragons for Tier 3, they gotta be in the next 2 rounds before, you know, this thing refreshes fully. So, I'm gonna see how much money I can make, but man, it's gonna be tight. Ideally, I'd like a makeshift wizard, but we don't make 800k that quickly. Yeah, still no 750k, but here's what I can do. I can buy the Wizard Paragon in the middle of round 74 and still be fine. Sell enough to get 800k or 826 so that I can drop 1 totem before the round ends so that it doesn't go to waste after getting the Wizard. So let's wait for most of 74 to pass first, however long that'll take. And then what do I sell? You know what? F it. Sell this and sell this too. Okay, I'm cutting it really tight, so go now, come on. Degree 20? Okay, that was over. And just to be safe, sell off 1 more. Where is Geraldo? Come on. Don't mind me pausing. There's 1. Okay, now we're safe. Man, in a boss where you have so much starting cash, I can't believe I'm crying poor. I think I should have tried a lot harder in the first 40 rounds of farming, because this is like biting me in the ass to cost so much more effort. Anyway, we shouldn't need to cry poor at least for the next 20 rounds until we get another Paragon. If we need more defense to supplement the speed run of Tier 3, then it's just gonna be run on Paragon damage. That's about it. Also, starting 76, make sure to use the Spike Factory speed up. Like that. 43 Druids, bam, $80,000. Use Rejuve, boom, another 80k, I love it. This video's runtime is probably getting too long, so let me give ya the brief gist for Tier 3. I'm gonna go ahead and start farming pops for my other Paragons later, so Ace over here, Attack over here, and the Grandmaster as well for Ninja. Also, the reason for Permbrew is to give range on the Druids, which in turn might make a little bit more income. But we got Assault now, so obviously, nothing heals. And we don't have to add too much more non-Paragon support because I'm pretty sure Degree 71 should take out a lot of skulls at once. See if I can execute this right. Let go. Now, don't use the Metamorphosis ability until the int skill is over with. Otherwise, we just lose a lot of time. And Fimbulwinter too. Apparently, I tried timing Fimbulwinter, and it was incredibly hard. So let me just see. How many skulls? Okay. Once you see that the skulls aren't going through instantly, then we blast off with the Wizard. I'm gonna use the Fimbulwinter now, and hopefully I timed it right. Come on. If I didn't time it right, I gotta restart it. Don't make me restart it. Oh, the skull didn't break through, and you see, there's never actually a frozen skull at any point. So I think what happens is that if Lich isn't invulnerable when the freeze happens, then you don't get it. You miss out on the skip skull, so I have to redo this again. It's funny because the faster the int skill is, the harder this is to actually time. I'm gonna YOLO it now, quite early. And let's see, come on. Show yourself. No. Oh my god, finally. Holy crap, this took so long. And by so long, I mean like 5 attempts, but we did it. We skipped it, it healed, but that's fine. Very minor heal. That was from the spike, by the way. But huge. 3rd tier was even faster than tier 2. Unfortunately, things are going to start not being as fast because tier 4, for the record, has, get this, 62 million HP. So, like, 3 times stronger than a tier 3 boss. Anyway, wow, we didn't farm anything at all on the Ninja. I think I just sell it. I think I sell it for income if the damage is so little that it's almost nothing, and hell, even this too. But I'll try to use the Isoplane to farm pops, like, from 8199, ideally. I even tried to do Wizard Pops, but that was even worse, so yeah, failed attempt there. We'll get back to Permbrew for income generation, but other than that, I think the next time I'll see you is probably around 96, where we'll build, I think, either Ace or Wizard, whatever gets me to 80. I think because Ace is easy to farm pops on, likely Ace, but we'll see. $6.3 million on round 97, folks. This is truly insane, and as you can tell by all the planes floating around the screen, we're going for ace first because I did the math and I can't do wizard. I don't have time to charge up metamorphosis in this few rounds, and there's no pops on the wizard, so it was easier to do ace, but I still need to do, I think, 2.55 million into the ace. This is about half of my money. We're also going to upgrade it to the right side, reason being, I'm going to get an Engineer Paragon next, and that's going to Power Glove it. For Tier 4 Lich, it's not a global buff stealing mechanic, you can still use buffs from far away. But this will hurt because I can't do sub-Paragon near every Paragon. I think I just won degree 20 on this one. Getting 40 would require an extra 500k, and I still think I need a budget for so many more Paragons. So this is a 22. Same goes for the boat, no cash slider. If I waited till tier 5, this would be degree 60, but honestly, the DPS on boat doesn't matter. I'd rather have the attack speed up front. Degree 20 sub, and I think I'm going to stop there for now. No, like, temporary wizard for this tier. I think because the difference will be negligible, and I think I want to try to squeeze out some Archmage pops on tier 4 too. Build back boat army as well for money. I think my plan to farm pops for the wizard for tier 5 is gonna backfire like crazy, because one, this thing automatically hooks in a crap ton of stuff. So there's not much opportunity to actually get some damage in, on top of, I guess, the ace flying around everywhere. I did the math, and I think I need about 1.5 million pops on the wizard if I'm going to get degree 80 in time. If we can't get 80 by then, that's going to be a huge blow to our defense. We'll sell some druid farms now because I want to exchange the druid army for a ninja army. Power Glove isn't quite up yet, but I think it will be close to where we can have the spike deal with first couple skulls, as usual. And then ace abilities and other shenanigans later. Let's just play, and let's see. Skull 1. Oh my god, it did half a skull, and the ace is in the wrong spot. Because Wing Monkey sucks ass. I'm gonna use the, what do you call it? One of the abilities. Oh my god, yeah. So one thing I didn't mention is that, okay, hang on. Do not use the spike ability. You just saw the heal there. It's not worth it. It heals way too much HP to make back the difference. Anyway, without Wing Monkey, this is gonna make things a lot more complicated. Like, I gotta try to juggle 10 billion things at once, but I'll try my best here. So, first goal now. Let's try to time Fimbulwinter for now. It should be easier than the last time because, you know, we have so much more HP to go through. Power Glove now. Oh god, yep, it's frozen. But can I get it in the 5 seconds? Oh god. Did we mistime it? I hate it so much. Oh, no, we did it. Sometimes it shows, like, the skull, doesn't go through. Or, like, it looks like the skulls disappear, but we're actually okay. Anyway, I can't be bothered to use any other ability right now. Other than just micro the ace. And I'm not even doing a good job at it, as you can see, where the goddamn ace is. Either way, it's pretty much nearly impossible. Almost impossible to insta-kill it, so nothing you can really do about it. Let me try to retarget the spike if possible. I can't click shit. Keep on dropping them Paragoon Totems. On the bright side, this is gonna farm a crap ton of pops for our other towers here. Alright, just use the Mind Explosion to get to the next skull. That might have been a little bit inefficient. I think I lost a lot of damage there. Oh, what healed? You just saw a massive heal there. I can't take it. Now, even if I did catch the culprit for what healed, there's not much I can do about it, right? Because I can't sell. That would also heal tower. I think I just have to tank it. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll figure out later. But that sucks ass. I can't risk Power Gloving here, by the way. That looks too close to the ace gun. Another heal just happened, but this was a minor heal on the bright side. And this Lace Chance is going to be a fairly ugly tier. I think almost close to 2 minutes for this one. I can only imagine how much worse the next one's going to be. Okay, Power Glove now. Oh my god. With so much lag, I couldn't even Power Glove the right thing. Just end me. Seriously, yeah. This ended up being over. I repeat, over 2 minutes. On the bright side, let's check our ninja pops. Nice. 1.5 million each on these guys, and not that much on the wizard, sadly. That's not even close to 1.5. Anyway, back to druid farming, I suppose, while just trying to stuff as many necromancers at the entrance in hopes of reaching that degree 80 mark. Turns out necromancers are way more goated than I ever thought in terms of taking away pops, because look at these, 100k on all of these necromancers, so I think we have reached that elusive 1.5 million mark, although it's actually 1.9 now that I do the math right. Either way, let's see if this does it. Note you can leave off about 30k in the cash slider because we spent on necromancers. Please, please, please. Perfect. Literally one less Paragon Totem, by the way, and we wouldn't have done it. I actually kind of have to start budging from this point on, so quickly, let's do attack now. I believe 560 gets me to degree 60. In fact, over that. And I think most of the money will be spent left on the ninja. How's that sound? Oh, also, I think I need to move the Ice Paragon. Because Lich is alive for much longer, you want the plus 10 damage a little bit closer to the middle, so I'll do here. Oh, also, how could I forget? Use the Power Glove on the Spike in the couple rounds preceding so that Lich can't take away this buff. And now, how much do we have to work with? 2 million bucks, not bad. Man, I have not seen the raw layout of Cubism in a very long time, let me tell ya. So, 1 million of Cash Slider should be degree 60 ninja. Well over that. How could I forget the Boomerang 2, degree 20, and that's it. If I'm calculating everything right, this is 10 out of the 12 existing Paragons. Just Dart and Bomb is missing. I know Bomb would probably help a little bit, but I'm just gonna get a Bomb Blitz. This is to insta-kill the Lich Soul, because apparently that also gets affected by the 1300% boss health, and so that might actually get us a slightly faster time. With that, I think we're good to go. I'll start the plane on Wing Monkey, but once I get into the groove, I'll probably do some centered path micro, but for now, there are so many abilities I have to worry about that what do I even use first? Metamorphosis? Let's go. 10 million damage instantly. I repeat, instantly, with the Spike ability. Let's activate Spike yet in. And indeed, this was an incredibly fast first skull. I'm gonna save the Fimbulwinter for after round 120 ends, just so that if I mess it up, I don't have to rebuild everything that I bought this round. See? Somehow I lost lives because the Lich Soul is that good. That broken. Do not Power Glove. I repeat. No Power Glove. We'll use the Phoenix Explosion here. I can use a Mad ability. Not Siege Core. I'll wait for the right window, because if I mess up my timing, then it's not gonna land, essentially. I think Wing Monkey for this long battle seems fine to me. Oh, and Metamorphosis is back up, but do I actually want to use it now? No, no, no. I think I want to use it, like, efficiently. So once we hit a skull, then it's good to use it, so that we don't have 6 seconds of downtime. Also a Reju Potion, if the Lich Soul isn't dying fast enough. Yeah, what the hell? It ticked twice. 3 times? Are you... This is insane. How is the Lich Soul not dead? Okay, finally. That was disgusting. Seriously. Okay, I'll try to time Fimbulwinter now. But again, gotta be careful. 5-second delay on top of a 5-second window. How am I going to even time this? I have no clue. How about now? Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That was so good. Now we can Nautic Siege Core this ass. And now we don't have to deal with, you know, leaking those lives from Lich Soul, or having to wait however much time that was. I also should have made sure to have 2 Reju Potions in hand, because those, like, can reset Bomb Blitz. But it's okay. I think the natural Bomb Blitz ability would have already been up by now, which is good. Metamorphosis again. Wait for it. Pretty good pace so far, considering it's a 310 million HP boss. If I'm doing the math right, took us about 2.5 minutes for this one, so we're on track for a sub 10, if I do this right. And perfect, Bomb Blitz activated there. I'll use a rejuve now. 100 million to go. Why did this feel a lot faster? This skull, at least. Bomb Blitz. Should get rid of that, and we're good to damage it again. Do I have a rejuve back? No. Okay, if this stands, then the last 2 skulls are going to take forever. Because of... Yeah. I can't speak. Oh god, I didn't expect also the range to get to the point where... Lich is on the right side. Is my wizard in a good spot? Well, definitely not for that part, that's for sure. I think I'll use a Carpet Bomb because that Lich Soul is annoying. Let's save it for that. Now? Is the rejuve back? Okay, it is, but I'll save it for the last skull. Last skull. It's already too late at this point to do that. Okay, rejuve now. And before we end this boss off, I just would like to say my final words. This was an absolute banger. I had a lot of fun playing this. You probably cannot tell by my tone, because I sound the same every single week, but, like, genuinely, I didn't feel too bad spending, like, 10 hours this week. This was done over 3 days, by the way, this run. Not because I had to, I could have done this all in one sitting, but that would have probably been a little bit too much for me, but just in taking my time, I found myself enjoying this build-up quite a bit. I also didn't even use a single Sentry Explosion, but the damage on that is minuscule compared to everything else. Come on. Final 20 million. Let's get this sub 10 once and for all. We'll have one more Metamorphosis to finish it off, and that'll do. GG. What a battle. Even when I'm trying to speedrun it, Lich got more than halfway through the track. So honestly, it's an accomplishment even if you just beat the boss. Not even worrying about time. What will Ninja Kiwi have up their sleeve next? So, pop count check, Ace leading the way at 117. But again, the Magus is so needed. 87 million is nasty. 38, 38, 91, but this was here for a long time. 9, and so on, and so forth. 21 on the Vengeful. This puts us in the top 10 for the moment, not bad. In exchange for my 10 hours of work, if you would like to spend 1 second pressing the like or subscribe button, that would be great. Otherwise, stick around for the next boss, but it can only go down from here.